My name's Bonnie, and I live on a farm in southwestern Pennsylvania. I've lived on this farm for over 32 years, raising my two daughters. As the seasons change and time marches on, I'm here now with my dog Gabe, my beloved cat Scarlet, two horses, and a variety of lovable chickens. It is here, surrounded by the gentle rolling hills of southwestern Pennsylvania, I find the joy of discovering nature and creativity. Meadowsweet Farm is my sanctuary. It is a place where I feel free to create handmade textiles inspired by ancient makers of our past and the beauty found in all things kissed by the sun. I would be so delighted if you joined me each episode as we travel this creative journey together. I started to spin about 34 years ago, quite a long time. My daughter Jacqueline had just turned 2, and I never really even thought about spinning. I didn't know anyone who spun yarn. But one day I was visiting a friend who lived on a farm, and she said, "I think it would be really cool to learn how to spin." And so I thought so too. And I was knitting garments for my daughters using a knitting machine. And I thought, wow, that would really be special to be able to make garments with hand-spun yarn. So I found a woman who taught me how to spin. Her name was Anita, and this started my spinning journey. At first, I made rope. I bought myself an Ashford Traveler spinning wheel. I bought a video that was by Mabel Ross, who is probably the queen of spinning. And early in the morning, when my daughters were sleeping, I would sit and watch the video and play it back and forward, and watch how Mabel Ross moved her hands so carefully, so precisely, counting each treadle that connected to how many twists per inch. She was from Scotland, and she had her PhD as a mathematician. And I remember so vividly her famous saying, which my daughters still say to this day, "Don't forget to shift the hook." So, slowly but surely, my yarn went from rope like wool into something that was turning into yarn that I could make a garment from. Since then, I try to spin as often as I can. I have accumulated 7 spinning wheels of sorts. I have an electric spinning wheel, and I even have a grate wheel. I've entered my yarn, my hand-spun yarn, in the local county fair, and I even entered my yarn in the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival. I've sold my hand-spun yarn to a variety of different knitting shops in the local area, and it's just really become a comfort to me. So, my journey continues as I try a variety of different things. I've spun Angora, I've spun mohair, I've spun all different breeds of sheep. I've learned how to spin from a variety of teachers across the world that have come to my area through my local guild and taught spinning lessons. It's been quite a beautiful journey, meeting all kinds of very interesting and talented people. I've spun carded rose stems. I've spun corn silk, and I've even spun dog hair and made projects that I sold to people. So here I am today, spinning some fiber that I purchased from the Fayette County Wool Festival. So here at Meadowsweet Farm, I would like to share with you those 35 years of spinning and all the things that I have learned over the years. I'd also like to share with you the really long history of Southwestern Pennsylvania and its wool and textile traditions. Early settlers from this area raised sheep in these hills, and for generations, families spun and wove their own cloth. There were mills along the rivers, and they processed fleece into fabric that clothed sometimes entire communities. Fiber just wasn't material here. It became a way of life, and it was woven into the history of this region. But the world of fiber extends far beyond wool. I would like to share in this series, From Farm to Fabric. We'll explore many kinds of fiber: wool, alpaca, mohair, angora, flax, silk, and many, many other exotic fibers. Together, we'll walk through the full process of preparing and spinning, from washing and combing to the hum of the spinning wheel and the beauty of finished yarn and fabric. This series is more than process. It's also about people. I'd like to sit down with fiber producers, historians, artists, and hear their stories and discover how they preserve and reinvent fiber traditions for today. We'll learn how ancient skills meet modern creativity and how every thread tells a story. So join me as I share these stories with you.